beautiful soul. Today I want to invite you into something very simple, but for some also very intense, and at the same time very radical. Today is about doing nothing. Nothing like not reading a book, nothing like not listen to another podcast, nothing like not fixing yourself, nothing like not improving, not manifesting, nothing, not even trying to be productive, spiritual, or on track, just being. And I know for many of us that already feels uncomfortable because we live in a world that constantly tells us that we have to do more to be worthy, that we have to do something, anything. Sometimes it doesn't matter what, just do something, justify our existence. More effort, more clarity, more healing, more answers. There is always more. Wherever we look, whatever book we read, wherever course we take, there is always one promise. After this, you will be better. After that, you will finally be yourself. After this, you will be worthy. But here's the truth. Nature doesn't work that way. Look at the winter. Nature pauses. There is no visible movement. It almost looks lifeless, stillness, and yet it isn't. The trees are not pushing new leaves. The plants are not blooming. The earth isn't rushing. And still everything is happening. Underneath the surface, life is gathering itself. And our ancestors understood this deeply. For the most areas on our planet was not a time for constant doing. It was a time for resting, reflecting, and remembering who we truly are. And sometimes we are invited to do the same, doing nothing. And doing nothing is not laziness, like so many people have told us. And I know we have so many belief patterns inside of us, like we are lazy if we don't do anything. We are lazy if we even just meditate. We are lazy if we just read a book. Don't you have anything else to do than just reading a book? And I remember the time in my life when I tried to do something just to be not lazy. But doing nothing is inner trust. Trust that you don't have to force your next step. Trust that life knows how to move through you without you controlling every single detail. And I know that for many of us there is controlling, and doing something is like a walking stick. They need it. And that's totally understandable and totally fine. But today I would like to invite you in a tiny little bit of doing nothing. And when we look at that, we all have been trained in that controlling. Many of us carry beliefs like, I'm only good if I work hard. I'm only worthy if I'm productive. I'm only loved if I exhaust myself. Do you know those trigger sentences? Those belief sentences? So today I would like to invite you gently to ask yourself and notice inside of you what belief lives inside of you when you imagine of doing nothing. What triggers you and who triggers you? Who believes is that? Is it your mother, your father, maybe a family member, or maybe a teacher, societies? And how did they live their lives? Because many times you see in their life they try to do the same, but they haven't allowed themselves to do nothing. Therefore, we think we don't have the allowance as well. And there is no need to answer. And it doesn't matter if you get an answer or not. There is no need of getting an answer, especially not now. Just notice it. And just let everything happen. And today is not about asking you to create anything. It's not about wanting to change anything. I'm not going to ask you to solve your life, or it's also not asking you to become somebody else. Today it's just asking you to pause. Today is just about asking you to pause inside what already is. So now I would like to invite you into a short inner journey, and you don't need to do it perfectly. You don't need to feel anything special, or even if you don't see anything, don't worry. Just allow yourself to arrive. Arrive in that moment, arrive in the here and now. And for the mini journey or mini meditation, which we do now, I invite you to find your spot, your space, wherever that is. You don't need to create a special space, a sacred space. You can do it in the here and now. And then allow yourself to close your eyes and bring your awareness into your heart. Imagine there is a sacred space inside of your heart, a quiet room that belongs only to you, your own inner heart room. And in this heart room, you can relax, you can breathe, you can just simply be, just feel, just be. And there is no rush. And the most important is that nobody sees you. Nobody distracts you here in your heart room. And nobody expects anything from you. Not even yourself. This is just your space. And then take a breath in and take a slow, soft breath out. And with every breath, allow this heart room to open a little bit more. Expand it with every in and exhale, as wide as you need it in that moment. There is no right size and there is no wrong size. There is just be, just this moment. And sometimes you may only need one breath, and sometimes you may need 10 or more. Whatever you feel and whatever you need and whatever you want in the here and now, in this moment. When you arrived in that perfect size of your inner heart room, in that moment, imagine you're sitting in the center of this beautiful heart room, in the center of your own space. And imagine one more time as you will close even your inner eye, your third eye, and just feel into the nothing. Feel that there is nothing. Even thoughts may be out loud. Even your mind might still want to talk to you. Just concentrate on your breathing and on the emptiness of that room. Because there is just you. And remember that we are coming out also from the nothing, where nothing is, where just light is. Every being is coming from the nothing. Because from the nothing, everything can be created. Nothing is a start. Nothing is a seed where everything can grow out of. Whenever we start something, we start it on an empty white page. Whenever we start to write something, you start with nothing. You start on an empty white page. everything starts by nothing. Nothing is a very, very important part. An important part of the cycle of being, of the cycle of creating, of the cycle of existing. Being nothing is a part of it, but we just have learned to push nothing away. We can do nothing when we are dead. That's a very strong sentence, which was a long time in my life. Once you are dead, you can do nothing. But being and doing nothing is part of the process of being able to create something, being able to be alive. And then imagine in this room where you are right now, there are no rules, there are no responsibilities, there are no pressures. And it might feel unfamiliar, it might feel insecure or unusual, and it's okay. Let that be okay, because again, sometimes we don't even remember how it is to be in the nothing, to allow ourselves to be in the nowhere. And now maybe say silent or even loud to yourself, I allow myself in this moment to be in the nothing. And then notice what arises. Maybe a feeling, maybe a sentence, maybe a situation, or maybe a person. Don't judge it, just let it be. Because whatever arises, that's the root, the answer to change it, to be in a nothing. In that moment where nothing is, but everything can be created, where not a single thing is, and yet everything. And now imagine that sentence, that feeling, that situation, that person, whatever or whoever is standing in front of you, gently say to them, I respect you for showing me this. I respect you for your being. I respect you for your power and for what you have created in my life. But now is my time. And this is my own room. This is my own inner space where I can be, where I can create, where my golden seed is. That includes nothing, not a single thing, and yet everything. This is my own inner space of being nothing. Not a single thing, and yet everything. And this is not your room. So please return to your own space now. And then take a deep breath in, and with a long exhale, imagine guiding them out of your heart room. Gentle, with respect, but with your own inner power. And then close the door gently of your heart room from the inside, because you hold the key to your own inner heart room. Lock the door gently, not out of fear, but out of self-respect. And then notice how that feels, to have your own space back, to have your own silence back, your own space of nothing. And remember, nobody sees you, nobody judges you. Nobody can re-enter without your permission. No one holds the key to your inner heart room except you. And then rest here for a few more breaths. And remember, being in the nothing means being where nothing is, but everything can be created. And remember, before we exhale and after we inhale, there is a moment of nothing. And before we inhale and after we exhale, there is also a moment of nothing. We have so many moments in our lives, in our daily life, where we are in the nothing, in the not a thing, but yet everything. We have so many times where we are in the nothing, but we try to keep ourselves away from that nothing because we have so much fear that somebody or something could judge us. But being and doing nothing is part of the circle, is part of the cycle. Doing and being nothing means being held, being enough, being in the trust. And we are all enough the way we are. And then close one more time your inner eyes and imagine again sitting in the center of your room and feel what it does now with you when you are again in your own space of doing and being nothing, in the stillness, in the itness, in that moment where everything is empty, but also that moment where everything can be created. A moment of nothing holds everything, the nothing, but also everything what's available, everything. So we have the choice of being nothing, means also be everything. How does that feel? Allow this feeling to expand, to feel and to be nothing, because that's the part and the space where we can create everything. And then take another deep breath and open your wonderful eyes and come back in the here and now. And as you do so, remember this: you don't need to use every single moment. You don't need to transform everything. You don't need to be ready. Seeds don't grow because we pull on them. They grow because we leave them alone. We leave them in the nothing. And today you are the seed to rest, to breathe, to be in the nothing, and then silent in the itness, where everything can be created and nothing is. And allow life to move through you in this own perfect timing. And whenever pictures, thoughts are coming up, like I'm not allowed to do that, then breathe into them. Thank them first. Thank those people, those sentences, those moments, and then breathe them back to where they are coming from. Sometimes we don't need to go so much into the detail, into the transformation. Sometimes we just can ask them gently to move out of our room. Close the door and remember, you are holding the key inside of you. Close the door from inside, not about fear, but about self-respect. And remember, every tree, every flower, every plant, the entire nature uses the nothing, the time of nothing, because it's a very important part of our circle. This is a time where you gain your own power, where you can create. Actually, this is the most important time when everything can be changed, when transformation can become reality, when you give yourself the sacred pause, the sacred time of being nothing, the time which can change everything. Thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for listening today to the time of nothing, the sacred time of be in the nothing. I'm so grateful you are here, and I hope you can enjoy your own time of doing and being in the nothing, in the silent and the itness, where everything is and nothing at the same time. It's one of the most sacred times for yourself. Enjoy yourself and have fun in the sacred space of nothing. Thank you very much. Big hug to you, your Monica.